We get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. Gilas Pilipinas' quest for SEA Games redemption is still alive after advancing to the gold medal match. Meanwhile, 5 more golds were added to the country's haul at the biennial meet. Marty Bautista with the details.
Gilas Pilipinas played the catch-up game with Indonesia in the first half of their semi-final matchup in the 2023 Southeast Asian Games. But Gilas showed the puso mentality during the third quarter and mounted a comeback. In the fourth, naturalized player Justin Brownlee got to work. Brownlee drained 2 3-pointers to give Gilas the lead with 3 minutes left in the game. This ignited a 20-5 run by the Philippines towards the end to secure the win. Final score 84-76. The 3-time PBA best import notched a game-high 34 points to lead Gilas. With this, they earned the right to face Cambodia in the gold medal match at 4 this afternoon. This is also the team's chance for payback against a team that handily defeated them in the group stage.
They're deep. They have 7 Americans who are tall. They're athletic. They're deep, like I said. So we all knew that. But we also knew that to get a chance at Cambodia again, we had to get by Indonesia. So again, the 50% of the job is done, but the toughest 50% remains.
Their women counterparts, on the other hand, settled for a silver finish after downing Malaysia 77-63. Gilas women went down to business early to establish an advantage and never looked back from there. Despite the victory, the country's bid for a three-peat in women's basketball was halted. The team finished with a 5-1 record, where their only loss was against eventual gold medalist Indonesia. Meanwhile, the country added 5 more golds in its SEA Games medal haul with 1 day of competitions remaining. Jean-Claude Saclag successfully took his 3rd straight gold in the men's low kick 63.5 kilogram event of kickboxing. Saclag took down hometown hero San Rakim for the title. The Philippine Arnis team contributed 2 more goals to the country. These came from Dexler Bolambao and Maria Alcoseba for the bantamweight division of the men's and women's full contact live stick events. Pinay wrestler Maria Cristina Vergara came out of retirement to don the national colors once again. The 44-year-old served as a substitute competition in the 65-kilogram women's freestyle event after our initial bet got injured. The playing coach did not disappoint and brought home the gold in the said category. This is Vergara's 3rd SEA Games gold and 1st since retiring in 2007. Her daughter Kathleen made it a family affair after bagging bronze in the 59-kilogram event. In weightlifting, Vanessa Sarno defended the gold medal in the 71-kilogram event. Sarno broke her own SEA Games record after lifting 105 kilograms in snatch. She finished with a total lift of 225 kilograms, way ahead of the 208 kilograms tallied by the silver medalist from Thailand. For News 5, Marty Bautista, we are One News.
And the Philippines is still at 5th overall in the 2023 SEA Games medal tally, with half a day to go before competition ends. The country has 51 golds, 77 silvers, and 105 bronzes. The gold output is 1 away from tying the country's haul in the Vietnam Games. Vietnam continues to lead the pack with 326 total medals, 124 of which are gold. It is followed by Thailand, Indonesia, and host country Cambodia. Right below the Philippines is Singapore with 141 medals so far. At 7th place is Malaysia, followed by Myanmar and Laos. The last 2 spots are occupied by Brunei and East Timor. We're taking a quick time out. The game on One News Now will return after this. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Still on the SEA Games, Abdul Barode ended the country's medal drought in PUBG Mobile after clinching the bronze in the individual tournament. The 21-year-old garnered 81 points overall after 8 matches to place 4th in the tilt. Barode, known to the community as Monboy Gaming, forced a tie for 3rd with Vietnam's Nguyen Dinh Chien. This win means that Cebol has tallied 6 total medals from the events it joined this year: 2 golds, 1 silver, and 3 bronzes. The 6-medal finish is the team's best since esports was introduced as a medal event in 2019. And thousands of fans celebrated with FC Barcelona players from both the men's and women's teams after winning their respective Spanish league titles. Clad in their signature blue and garnet colors, fans flocked to the streets of Catalan City in Spain to honor the teams. Barca's men's team won its 27th title, while the women's team bagged its 8th. On board open-top buses, both teams waved at supporters who were jumping and singing with joy. And Joy Neville has made history as the first woman selected to be part of the officiating panel of the Men's Rugby World Cup. A former rugby player herself, Neville says that she is grateful for the opportunity. More details in this video from Reuters.
I'd like to think that I'm there because I'm good enough to be there, and I have to prove myself.
Joy Neville has made history as the first woman to be selected on a Men's Rugby World Cup officiating panel. The former Ireland player will be part of a 7-member television match official panel for the tournament in France later this year.
I've always asked to be selected through merit and for no other reason, drop all the tags and labels, and I've always been strong to that fact.
Neville captained Ireland as a loose forward and was part of the side that completed a Grand Slam in the 2013 Women's Six Nations. She took up refereeing in retirement and became the first woman to take charge of a top-level men's game in the UK in 2018, having been named World Rugby Referee of the Year just a few months earlier. After the birth of her son, she switched to the role of television match official, or TMO.
I'd had my baby boy 2 years ago next month, and I so happened to be given the opportunity then to get into TMOing because obviously I wasn't able to be on field, and we soon saw that there was an opportunity for me to make it to a Men's World Cup as a TMO.
Neville says she understands the significance of the moment as she prepares to become the first woman to officiate at a Men's Rugby World Cup. But above all else, she wants to be acknowledged for her performance.
I understand that there has to be a first, and I understand for there to be a first, then the culture will change, and hopefully that more opportunities will open up for others to come through. But from my perspective, all I've ever asked of the lads was to treat me the exact same, and they certainly do that.
Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the news day continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.